This is another technology education video from Farmington Area Public Schools and Ann Keelis. So we're going to talk today about general shop safety and those rules. Even though right now during COVID we are not working in the shop, it's still important that we follow general safety rules in our real life, because a lot of this applies to real life as well. Rule 1 is no horseplay. Horseplay means fooling around, foolish behavior, rough or boisterous play, noisy behavior, bothering others. What could be bad about horsing around when you're using power equipment, whether I'm talking about in the wood shop at school or, say, operating the lawnmower at your house? Somebody could really get hurt. So in the wood shop at school, there is absolutely no horseplay. And it should apply to any time you are using any kind of electrical equipment or battery-operated equipment or gas-operated equipment like chainsaws or mini bikes or anything like that. Rule 2, only use machines or tools you've been trained to use. You're not going to start to cut down a tree with a chainsaw if nobody's told you how to safely operate a chainsaw. Rule 3, safety glasses required when using cutting machines. No exceptions. If you are cutting something wood, or if you are using something, even glitter, I don't know, anything where you could get a piece of something in your eye, you need to wear safety glasses. Blowing leaves with the leaf blower is another good example. Riding a bicycle in a windstorm, even, you need to have something to protect your eyes. If in class I always threaten, but don't do it, to show people a video of surgery. If you get a piece of something in your eye, you're awake during eye surgery. You can see. You don't ever want them to have to do surgery on your eye and fish something out while you're awake. Rule number 4, in the wood shop, you can't wear gloves. It's not safe. Any kind of rotating equipment, if you're drilling something, don't wear gloves. You can lose a hand. No hanging clothing or jewelry, tuck it in, and closed-toed shoes are required, including Birks or sandals. Somebody in one of my 8th grade classes talked about how his aunt was mowing the lawn in flip-flops, and she cut off 4 of her toes. And you've all cringed, right, and gone, ouch, because that's just ridiculous. So even if you're just mowing the grass, don't wear flip-flops. Wear closed-toed shoes, like tennis shoes. Rule 5, no earbuds. When you are operating power equipment, you need to be paying attention. No distractions, no earbuds, no music, no bugging someone else when they are working. That goes back to horseplay, doesn't it? Keep our shop clean. Keep your work area clean at home as well. Clean up after yourself, sweep up, put away tools and equipment. What happens if you don't put your tools away? Next time you need one, you're not going to be able to find it. It'll be lost. I like this lady. She looks crabby. Your mother is not here. Maybe she is at your house, but you should still clean up after yourself. Rule 7, never, ever, 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 ever use a machine without the safety guards. They're there to keep you safe. I don't know if any of you know anybody who have lost an arm in farm equipment, but my Uncle Eddie did. He reached in to clean out the grain auger, and he didn't turn it off first, and he lost part of his arm. So don't do that. Turn off, use the safety guards. Don't operate electrical equipment when standing in water. How come? Because you could be electrocuted. Even in your bathroom, don't have a radio plugged in while you're taking a shower. If it falls in the tub, or if it could fall in the tub, you could be electrocuted. Or a curling iron, same way. Rule number 14, concentrate. I like this fuzzy-faced guy. Concentrate on work at hand at all times. Do not daydream. Keep your hands and fingers at a safe distance from blades and rotating parts when you are working. Seems like common sense, but if you are not paying attention or daydreaming, you could get hurt. Even just operating the blender, something that has sharp blades. Rule 16, always clamp stock securely when cutting, sanding, or drilling. If you're using a drill at home, this applies also. You think you can hold it, but the rotational force of that drill will be more than your strength. You won't be able to hold it. So use a clamp. Turn off a machine and unplug before changing bits or blades. This is even true of the hand mixer. You wouldn't want that to turn on while you had your hands by those blades. Rule 21, turn off power and wait until the machine has come to a complete stop. Never walk away from a machine while it was running. It's really easy to just go, okay, I'm done, and walk away, even if it's the mixer or something else. And then someone could walk up behind you and not realize it was running and get hurt. I also love how tough this guy looks and how well professional in that apron and that shirt that he's wearing. Rule 22, if a machine is making an unexpected noise, doesn't sound right, is smoking, or seems broken, turn off the machine and tell the teacher. I don't know what is going on here, but it looks bad. Have you ever been in a car when the engine overheated? You just have to wait for it to cool down. The steam coming out of there is several thousand degrees Fahrenheit. You would not want to take that plug out of the radiator without waiting for it to cool down first. You could burn yourself badly. Oily rags go in a metal container. This applies in your garage as well. And the reason is called spontaneous combustion. Oily rags generate their own heat as they oxidize, and they can just catch on fire. A lot of garage fires happen because people have been careless with oily rags. Put them in a metal container or get rid of them properly. Rule 28, know where the fire extinguisher is. In our classroom, we have sprinklers, but in the wood shop, there is the world's biggest fire extinguisher. I have one in my kitchen. I have one in my camper. Know where it is and know how to use it. In the wood shop, we turn on the dust stop dust collection system before working. That gets the dust out of the air so we're not breathing it. If you were here, we'd take a tour of the shop and you'd get to see that. Rule 33, never use drugs, alcohol, or medication that would impair vision or judgment when operating equipment or working in the wood shop. This doesn't just apply to adult stuff like alcohol. This also applies to maybe medication your mom might give you for a cold. If you're using that kind of medication that makes you sleepy or drowsy, you shouldn't be using power equipment at home or at school. And the last one is the same as the first one. No horseplay when using power equipment. So you have the option with this of watching this video or of just reading the slideshow yourself and then do the general safety assignment.